All right, hello, Eagle hockey fans. We're at the Edge Ice Arena here in Littleton, Colorado for the CHSAA game tonight between your Heritage Eagles and Eagles of Dakota Ridge. So we're not going to go Eagles and confuse you tonight. Instead, I'm going to go Dakota Ridge Heritage. Make it easier for you. Heritage will be in the away red jerseys with the white trim. Dakota Ridge in the home white jerseys with the blue and burgundy trim. For anybody in the area, I'm going to give my food of choice. There's a taco joint off of Bulls and Kipling. We grabbed a little dinner there before the game at Taco Celine. Great, inexpensive place, but tremendous tacos. Not too often you find $2.50 tacos. So there's my shameless plug for them because it was great food. All right, keys to the game for your Eagles tonight. 1, again, we got to start fast. 2, how do we respond after the emotional win against Regis last weekend? Playing a Dakota Ridge team that they beat 14-1 the first time. It is not going to be that easy tonight. I believe Dakota Ridge is going to put Olin Ferguson in net. Fergie's a hell of a goalie, guys. Played many years at Littleton, dealt with some injuries. Glad to see him back on the ice. Just not against us this evening. But, you know, they're going to struggle to score against him. He's a very good goaltender. You know, so we can't take this team for granted. And then 2, let's see how we do power play, right? Power play's been clicking here as of late. When we get the chances on the power play, we got to bury them. But hockey's a simple game. Those are your 3 keys to the game. All right, we'll get starting lineups here. National anthem, and then we'll be on our way. Starting tonight at forward, number 9, senior captain Sam Sokolowski. Senior number 22, Hogan David. Senior captain number 8, Kellen Metzger. Senior number 24, Ben Peskin. And senior number 25, Kyle Johnson. And in net, senior goaltender number 31, Drew Larson.
All right, guys. Starting lineups, national anthem out of the way, formalities all gone. Let's see how your Heritage Eagles respond here this evening. Eagles with 6 CHSAA games left. Sitting at 9-4 right now. And we'll start off against the top line here for the Dakota Ridge. David to take the draw. Face off, pushed into the Dakota Ridge zone. Dakota Ridge back to pick it up. Sokolowski on the forecheck, ties a player up. Sokolowski plays it around a player. Now it's played far side. And Dakota Ridge will break it out. 2-on-1 here for Dakota Ridge. Shot. And that goes up into the netting. So 2-on-1 off the bat. Dakota Ridge wins the draw, back to the point. Shot on net, gloved and held by Larson. David to take the draw again. Won this time by Dakota Ridge. Played around behind. Kyle Johnson fans on the clear attempt. They center out front. Puck's up in the air and Larson covers. All right, Skidlarczyk, Wilson out there now. Sorensen, Labuglio, Phillips. Sorensen to take the draw. Played ahead, off the stick of Sorensen, in the skates of Sorensen. Wilson steps up, plays it out to center. Labuglio fans on the pass across. Phillips chips it into the zone. Hawks will start their forecheck. Labuglio out front to Sorensen. Sorensen has it just roll off his backhand. That's Labuglio's got it now. Sorensen picks it up the slot. Sorensen shot, saved by the goaltender. Puck's loose in front. Oh man! And this is going to roll all the way down for an icing. So there's 2 chances. 15 seconds. I don't know how either of those pucks didn't go in. But we'll get an offensive zone draw here for Heritage. We'll keep the same lines out there. Looks like we got a goaltender equipment issue. So Sorensen, Labuglio, Phillips out there, Skidlarczyk and Wilson. Sorensen to take the draw. Labuglio across Skidlarczyk. Skidlarczyk shot, had that labeled high and wide, missed. Wilson to Labuglio. Labuglio tied up there by Sorensen. Sorensen plays it back out front. Labuglio now. Labuglio fans on the shot attempt. Had to just roll off his stick. Puck's held in the line by Sorensen. Sorensen out to the point. Now puck pops out. Wilson plays it back into the Dakota Ridge zone. Dakota Ridge will pick it up there. They'll play it around behind. Phillips on the forecheck. Picked off there by Phillips. Goes down low to Labuglio. Labuglio spins with it. Tries to leave there for Phillips. Phillips works it back to the point. Wilson across to Skidlarczyk. Skidlarczyk shot, just misses. Oh, Sorensen had the tuck there, but not enough bend on his stick. And Dakota Ridge plays it back into the Heritage Zone. Wilson picks it up there. Sorensen comes into support. Dug out there by Dakota Ridge. In the skates of Sorensen, he'll play it out to center. And Heritage will get a change. Dakota Ridge will try and catch us on that change, but it's picked up there behind the net. Wilson, goal side. Wilson, head up the ice. Up ahead to Ethan Simon. Ethan Simon takes a hit there. And puck's played out by Dakota Ridge. Off a stick. Lacey plays it out to center. Off the stick of Lucas Simon. Lucas Simon in hard on the forecheck. Lucas Simon wins the race. Centered out front to Ethan Simon. Shot towards the net. Didn't get everything on it though. Lucas Simon plays it down low. Leaves it there for Zach Knutson. Knutson works it back to the point. Lacey. Shot towards the net. Tipped wide by Ethan Simon. Ethan Simon towards the net. And puck's played out to center. Picked up there by Miskell. Miskell leaves for Lacey. Lacey plays it up ahead. Goaltender comes out to play it and plays it up into the netting. So we're going to face off here in the Dakota Ridge zone. $13:30 here to go. Taylor to take the draw out there with Gates and Persichetti. Persichetti, he's tied up along the boards. Taylor comes in to support. Taylor picks it up there. Spins with it. Taylor out front to Persichetti. And that's broken up by Dakota Ridge. They'll hit the line 2-on-3. Johnson forces his man wide. Played back to the point, towards the net, shot on goal and a save by Larson. So I said fast start. I'll be honest, not loving what I'm seeing so far. Shot towards the net. Puck comes out to Gates, near side. Gates plays it up. Not out of the zone, though. Now he does clear it. Dakota Ridge with their top line out. Played across into the zone. Played down low. Peskin will go back there to pick it up. Peskin up ahead to Gates. Gates unable to clear, though. Held at the line. Puck hops the glove. Picked up there. Kyle Johnson leaves there for Taylor. Taylor to Peskin. Peskin tries to spin out of it. Now he does. Plays it off the glass. He absorbs a big hit there, though. And Dakota Ridge plays it out. They enter the zone. Shot. And that's gloved and held by Larson. Skidlarczyk and Wilson out there now. David, Sokolowski, Metzger. David wins the draw. Back to Wilson. Up ahead. Springs Metzger. Breakaway here. Kellen Metzger. Metzger shot. Misses the net. Picked up there by David. Back to the point. Dakota Ridge breaks it out. Skidlarczyk forces his man off the puck. Picked up there. Sokolowski. Sokolowski. He'll skate with it now. Sokolowski through center ice. To David, back to Sokolowski. Sokolowski takes it around behind the net. Plays it back to the point. Wilson, shot. That's blocked down on the way to the net. David now behind the net. Works it back to the point. Wilson. Wilson. Down low to David. David leaves down low for Sokolowski. Sokolowski along the half wall. And is picked off by Dakota Ridge. Played out to center. And played back into the Heritage Zone. Wilson goes to play it, but he's tied up. Metzger comes in to support. Not cleared, though. stays in the zone. Wilson leaves there for Skidlarzik. Skidlarzik up ahead to David. David gets the red line. He'll flip it in. Heritage will get a wholesale change here. Lacey Miskell out there with Sorensen, Labuglio, Phillips. In the skates of Phillips now. Phillips goes across to Labuglio. Labuglio towards the net. That's knocked down by the defender. Picked off in the slot. Sorensen shot. Saved by the goaltender. Puck's loose in front. And puck's played out to center. Picked up there by Lacey. And that'll be whistled down for an offsides as Sorensen touched the puck before he had touched up. $10:19 here to go, first period. Sorensen to take the draw. Sorensen, Labuglio, Phillips. Lacey Miskell. Miskell plays it up ahead. Just out of the reach of the Dakota Ridge defender. Picked off there by Sorensen. Sorensen tries to leave down low for Phillips. That's picked off by Dakota Ridge. And played up the center. Puck comes out now. Phillips leaves there for Lacey. Lacey goes up ahead, just out of the reach of Labuglio. And Lacey plays it ahead. Labuglio chips it ahead to himself, gets the zone. Labuglio drags through one, throws on the brakes. Labuglio back to Sorensen in the slot. Fans on the attempt. And Labuglio picks it off there. Labuglio, he's got Phillips with him. 2-on-1 if he hurries. Labuglio tries, centers it through the slot, just out of the reach of Sorensen. Sorensen leaves there for Labuglio. Labuglio now. Down low. Sorensen. Shot. And Eagles unable to bury that one. Back to the point. Shot by Johnson, knocked down. Knudsen plays it around behind. Ethan Simon out there with his brother Lucas. Lucas digs it out. Now Knudsen. Knudsen walks it out front, taking off his stick. And Dakota Ridge heads back the other way. They hit the line, 2-2, centered out front. Puck rolls in on Larson, and icing's waved off as the goaltender comes out to play it. Puck was on the goal line there, though. So we've had a couple that I don't know how they stayed out. That one there. Eagles hit the Dakota Ridge, hits the line 3-2. They walk it in. Shot from a sharp angle and a save by Larson. Face off, one there by Dakota Ridge. Shot towards the side of the net, steered aside by Skidlarzik to Gates. Gates plays it out to center. Taylor will give chase there. Picked off there. Gates, and they're offsides at the line. Taylor to take the draw to Gates. Gates shot on net, and that's sent up into the netting. All right, Taylor, Persichetti, Gates, Skidlarzik, Wilson. Taylor to take the draw. Breaks a twig on the draw, so he'll head to the bench. Puck's played into the zone, and that'll go for an icing. Wanting to face off back in the Dakota Ridge zone here. David, Sokolowski, Metzger. David to take the draw. Puck's played into the zone by Dakota Ridge. Skudlarczyk forces his man wide, picked off there. Sokolowski. Puck comes out to center. Metzger with a head of steam. Metzger tries to drive to the front of the net. Metzger leaves there for Sokolowski. Sokolowski out front. That's blocked aside by Dakota Ridge, and they'll spin it back the other way. Picked off there. Metzger. Metzger in the slot. Metzger out front to David. And between his legs, Skudlarczyk chips it ahead. Picked off there. Metzger leaves for Skudlarczyk. Skudlarczyk now. Skudlarczyk breakaway. Skudlarczyk shot saved by the goaltender. David picks it up there. Skudlarczyk tried to go 5-0. Goaltender closed it down. Sokolowski now out front to David. And it's picked off there by Dakota Ridge. They'll play it back the other way. Puck's played into the Heritage Zone. Picked up there. Skudlarczyk. Wilson. Wilson up the boards to Metzger. Metzger walks it to the middle. Metzger shot and a glove save by the goaltender. Face-off won there by Heritage. Labuglio at the side of the net. Labuglio tries to short side it to Phillips. Phillips leaves behind for Labuglio. Labuglio uses his body. He's taken down there. Sorensen. Sorensen drops for Miskell. Miskell shot wide of the net. Wilson shovels it towards the front. Picked off there by Dakota Ridge. Labuglio now. Labuglio shot, a goal. Heritage takes a 1-0 lead. Labuglio with the goal. Kind of looked to the middle, looked the goaltender off, and put it short side up under the bar. He's got to make the hard ones. He could have half a net to shoot at, but you give him 4 inches short side, and he's like, no, I'll take that. Eagles on the board, 1-0 here. Goal by Labuglio. Face-off one there. Lacey plays it out to center. Dakota Ridge off the touch-up. Dakota Ridge is going to counter with their top line, and they're going to be whistled down offsides, even though we have delayed offsides. So I'm slightly confused by that one with delayed offsides, but either way, Sorensen to take the draw. Dakota Ridge tries to drop it. Picked up there. Labuglio goes across to Sorensen just through his skates. Sorensen spins with it in the skates of Phillips. Phillips plays it back down low. Labuglio is going to win the foot race for that. Labuglio leaves down low for Sorensen. Back to Labuglio. Across to Phillips. Nice setup there. Nice save by the goaltender. Puck comes out to the blue line. Played back into the zone there by Johnson. Heritage will get a change. Ethan Simon lays the body there. Peskin. Oh! And Peskin sidesteps a hit as the Dakota Ridge player had a great check of the glass, but missed the player. That was like an F450 coming at him, though. Best to get out of the way. Thanks, Bo. Back to the point, picked up there. Not cleared. Shot towards the net, blockered aside by Larson. Played out front, picked up there by Ethan Simon. Up ahead to Zach Knutson. Knutson plays it in deep. Lucas Simon in on the forecheck. And Ethan Simon took the worst of that one. And Dakota Ridge gets his own 3-on-2. Shot, that's blocked by Peskin. Shoveled around far side by Lucas Simon. Knutson just couldn't get to it, but it's played up ahead to Metzger. Metzger shot, blocker, up over the net. And they got a slash coming up here on Dakota Ridge. Or no, the slash is on us. So Metzger broke his own stick on the slash. Or was that Gates? Okay, I guess it was Gates that's got the slash. Heritage penalty kill coming up here. Hard to tell if it was 6 or 8, but they got 6 in the box, so. Sokolowski to take the draw. Out there with Metzger. Sokolowski. Dug out there for a moment by Wilson. Sokolowski comes into support. Dakota Ridge looks to center out front. They spin it back the other way. Center it out front. They try and play it off the back of the goaltender, and Wilson will pick that up and play it into the netting. Minute 34 in their penalty to Gates. 4:02 in the period. Sokolowski, Metzger out there with Skidlarczyk, Wilson. Face off one there by Dakota Ridge. They play it across. Shot from a sharp angle, and as Larson slides back into the net comes off. So set up, play off the draw there. Heritage needs to be ready for that one. Sokolowski to take the draw, and that's picked up and cleared by Skidlarczyk all the way down. Metzger in on the forecheck. He'll slide out. Metzger gets a stick on it, but Dakota Ridge is going to get the line. Centered out front. Skidlarczyk had his man tied up. Puck played around behind. Wilson now. Skidlarczyk, and he'll clear that one. Goaltender almost plays it into his own net. Eek. That was a little scary. But Dakota Ridge gets it into the zone, picked up there. Wilson plays it back up out the center. Shorthanded for David, and he just has it roll off his stick. Slash. He called slash. All right, looks like Dakota Ridge to the box for a slash, so we have 43 seconds of 4-on-4 time. Back to the point, shot by Lacey. Phillips tries to dig it out. Phillips and looks like Phillips and David out there with Lacey and Miskell. 30 seconds to go, 4-on-4. Ooh. Phillips almost with the steal. Puck's played back into the zone. Miskell goes off the glass. Up ahead to David. David tries to feed it across to Phillips. David's tied up there. And that'll go for an icing. 2:35 here. Face-off will go back into the Dakota Ridge zone. 7 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, followed by a minute 18 of power play time for Heritage. Sorensen, Labuglio, Skidlarczyk, Wilson now. Lots of open ice. Sorensen to take the draw. Played back out, and Now we have a Heritage power play coming up here. Sorensen leaves for Wilson. Wilson tries to leave there. That's picked off by Dakota Ridge. Up ahead to Sorensen. Sorensen, he'll get the zone. Sorensen takes it wide. Take it off his stick, and that's going to be cleared all the way down. Larson leaves there for Wilson. Wilson leaves for Skidlarczyk. Back to Wilson. Puck's up ahead. Labuglio goes across. Sorensen shot and deflected by the goaltender up into the netting. So 33 to go in the Heritage power play. Peskin and Skidlarczyk out there now. Back to Peskin at the point. Skidlarczyk into the slot. Labuglio, Phillips fans on it. Shot wide. Skidlarczyk back down low. Labuglio picked up there by Skidlarczyk. Skidlarczyk back to Labuglio. Labuglio plays a little pitch and catch with Skidlarczyk. Skidlarczyk shot, and that's deflected up and out of play. So 9 seconds to go here in the Heritage power play. Sorensen, Phillips, Labuglio, Peskin, and Johnson now. Sorensen to take the draw. Sorensen leaves there for Phillips. Phillips behind the net. Phillips works it back to Johnson at the point. Shot. Trickles in. Shot in the goal. Johnson with the even strength goal. 2-0 Heritage here, 1:05 to go. David, Sokolowski, Metzger, Peskin, and Johnson. Face off. That's one back into the Dakota Ridge zone. David plays it on the half wall, leaves there for Metzger, drops to Sokolowski. Sokolowski shot from a sharp angle, misses the net. Peskin tries to sidestep a check and does. He's slippery like that. Spins out of another one, and puck's played far side. Back towards their own net, and Dakota Ridge looks to try and flip the ice. Hops the stick of Peskin. 2-on, 3-on-1 here for Dakota Ridge. Shot from a sharp angle and a save by Larson. David to take the draw. David wins it back. Miskell. Miskell plays it up ahead. Puck centered and comes back out to center here. Last rush here for Dakota Ridge. Shot on net and a save by Larson. Lacey Miskell out there now. David to take the draw to Miskell. Miskell throw it in on net. And that'll do it. For one period of play at the end of one, 2-0 Heritage. We'll get an ice resurface, and we'll be back here for the second period in a moment. All right, guys, ready to get the second period underway here from Edge Ice Arena. All right, Sorensen to take the draw. Phillips, Labuglio out there. Peskin, Johnson. All right, Sorensen wins the draw. Back to Peskin, up ahead. Labuglio. Labuglio tries to play it ahead for Sorensen. Labuglio now leaves it down low for Sorensen. Sorensen walks it out to the top. Tries to play it out to the point. Picked off there. Sorensen off a skate as he tries to dump it back in. Back to Johnson in his skates. Peskin picks it up there. Peskin plays it up ahead. And that comes out to center. Played back into the Heritage Zone. Picked up there by Kyle Johnson. Played up ahead. Labuglio. Phillips. Slide steps one man. And saw the train bearing down. Labuglio down low to Sorensen. Sorensen, fans on it. Sorensen shot on net, saved by the goaltender. Sorensen had Phillips on the backside, just missed him. Fanned on that pass across. We'll get an offensive zone draw here for Heritage. David Sokolowski, Metzger, Skidlarczyk, and Wilson. Face-off won there by Dakota Ridge. They break it out to center. Skidlarczyk forces his man wide. Skidlarczyk digs it out. Off a stick. Metzger with a head of steam. Metzger controls it. Wins the race to the loose puck. Plays across. Wilson. Shot wide of the net. Metzger towards the net. Steered aside by the goaltender. Back out to Wilson. David steps up there. David leaves for Sokolowski. Sokolowski back into the slot. Sokolowski shot. And a save by the goaltender. He'll squeeze the pads there. 15-21 here to go. Second period. Simon, Knutson, Taylor. It's Lucas out there now. Ethan is left with an injury. We wish the best for him. Picked up there, Lacey. Leaves for Knutson. Knutson picked off his stick. Knutson plays it up ahead to Taylor. Taylor, he's got Lucas Simon with him. Taylor tries to play it in deep. Picked off there by Dakota Ridge. Ooh, that was out at the line. And the linesman does get it now. It's a good call. That was out. I didn't think they saw it, but they got it. Lucas Simon to take the draw, wins it. Taylor shot, steered aside by the goaltender. Lucas Simon leaves down low for Knutson, hops his stick. Back to the point, Lacey down low. Lucas Simon. Puck's played out front. Lucas Simon battles there. He's got to be careful not to get a hold, and he does. Lets up there. Miskell. And almost takes the guy in the penalty box's head off. Gates, Persichetti, and Sokolowski picked up there. Peskin up ahead. Gates slides it through a player. Picked off there by Dakota Ridge. And they'll look to clear. Puck pops out to center. Shot wide of the net. Gates plays up ahead to Persichetti. Held in there by Dakota Ridge towards the front of the net. Shot, puck's loose in front. Picked off there by Sokolowski. Sokolowski tries to play it out ahead to Gates. And Dakota Ridge ties a player up there. Back to Johnson. Johnson off the boards. That'll go for an icing. Sorensen, Labuglio, Phillips back out there now. Looks like it's good Larzik and Wilson with them. So Heritage gets their top line out there. Puck pops out to center. Picked up there by Sorensen. Wilson up ahead. Phillips with the tip. Phillips tries to lead for Labuglio. Picked off there. And played out to center by Dakota Ridge. Wilson steps up on his man. Skudlarczyk up ahead. Played back into the zone. Wilson sidesteps a man now. Wilson. Skudlarczyk comes in to support. Onside at the line. Sorensen to Phillips. Phillips up ahead to Labuglio. Labuglio slides through one player, slides through him. Tries to go across to Phillips. Good look there. Out front to Sorensen. He's just tied up. And the net's off. So we're going to face off in the zone here. 12:33 to go. Offensive zone draw coming up here for Heritage. Eagles will switch up the D and go with Miskell and Lacey. Sorensen, Labuglio, Phillips. This line's been dangerous tonight. Just haven't capitalized. Sorensen to take the draw. Back to Labuglio. Labuglio on the half wall. Labuglio down low. In the skates of Phillips. Out front to Labuglio. And Lacey picks it up there. Lacey spins it back to center to Labuglio. Labuglio, he'll skate with it now. Labuglio plays it in. Labuglio, he'll get his own chip. Labuglio out into the slot. Phillips tries to backhand it towards the net. That's broken up. Picked off there by Sorensen. Dakota Ridge now with a 3-on-2, 3-on-3 developing. Shot on net. Saved by Larson and held. Shot off the face-off there by Dakota Ridge. Saved by Larson. Puck pops out to center. Metzger, he's hunting for a breakaway. Puck's played into the zone. Not cleared there by Miskell. Bounces in on Larson and he'll hold. Defensive zone draw here for the Eagles. David, Sokolowski, Metzger, Lacey, Miskell out there. David to take the draw. One there by Dakota Ridge. Played down low into the slot. Miskell tied up with a player. Lacey picks it up, goes off the glass. Out to center. Icing's waved off. Goaltender comes out to play it. Metzger tries to bat it out of the air. Metzger battles there along the boards. Picked off by Sokolowski. Sokolowski down low. Metzger shot from a sharp angle and a save by the goaltender. David to take the draw, back to the point. Johnson, shot towards the net, steered aside by the goaltender. Picked up there. Metzger walks it out in the slot, picked off there by Dakota Ridge. Puck pops loose out to center. Peskin, he'll spin with it there. Puck centered out front. Johnson had his man tied up, picked up there. Metzger tries to feed David. Goaltender plays it. It would have been icing. And a pinch. That results in a 3-on-1 shot. Wide of the net. Shot and a goal. All right, Lucas Simon to take the draw. Gates tied up with a player. Dakota Ridge walks in the zone. Skidlarczyk picks it up there. Skidlarczyk plays it ahead to the point. Now puck comes down low, picked up there by Wilson. Up ahead to Knutson. Puck's played out to center, picked off there by Dakota Ridge. And Wilson plays it up ahead. Lucas Simon fights through a check. Knutson shot towards the net. Gates in on the forecheck. Picked off there by Skidlarczyk. Skidlarczyk now. Skidlarczyk walks it in by himself. Skidlarczyk shot and a glove saved by the goaltender. Who's the goalie tonight? Taylor to take the draw. Picked off there. Taylor leaves down low. Metzger out front to Taylor. Taylor shot saved by the goaltender. Puck's loose. And Wilson plays it in. Picked off there. Persichetti. Down low to Metzger. Metzger leaves it near side for Wilson. Wilson. He sidesteps a check. Wilson picks it up. Centers out front. Metzger on his backhand though. Persichetti. Puck's loose. And played out to center. Picked up there. Wilson. Sokolowski up ahead. Dakota Ridge has got to get on sides. They do. Shot on net. Saved by Larson. Skidlarczyk plays up ahead to Metzger. Metzger dumps it in. Wide of the net. Taylor absorbs a hit along the boards there. Phillips comes in to support. Puck pops out to center. Picked up there. Labuglio out of the reach of Taylor. And Heritage will finish their change. Wilson up ahead. Sorensen hits the line, drops to Phillips. Phillips out front. Labuglio shot. Oh, I don't know how he missed that one. He had a lot of net to shoot at. Phillips now. Phillips back to the point. Lacey shot towards the net. Puck's loose in front. Steered aside by the goaltender. And we're going to get a Dakota Ridge penalty coming up here on a high stick. Phillips to take the draw. Dug out there by Dakota Ridge. Puck's played all the way down. Icing's going to be waved off there on the tip. Wilson picks it up, leaves for Sorensen. Sorensen leaves there for Wilson. Wilson plays it around behind, picked up there. Turned over, Skidlarczyk. Phillips to Wilson. 4-on-2, 4-on-1. Wilson goes across with it to Sorensen. Goaltender got a piece of it. Back down low. Power play set up here now for your Eagles. Back to the point, Wilson. Shot towards the net. Tipped by Labuglio. Off the post, outside of the post though. Labuglio down low. Sorensen shot. Puck's loose in front. Phillips shot to goal. Phillips with the rebound. .7:01 here to go, second period. Heritage up 3-1. David to take the draw. One there by Dakota Ridge. Dakota Ridge takes it wide. Shot towards the net. Wide of the net. Dakota Ridge with their top line out now. Shot. Kicked aside by Larson. Nice save there on the shot from the slot. Puck's loose in front. Up ahead. Springs Metzger from Sokolowski. Metzger throws on the break. Shot to goal! Metzger makes it 4-1 here. I wondered why he threw on the brakes there, but he obviously had something up his sleeve, something in mind, and buried the puck. David Sokolowski, Metzger out there now. Johnson and Peskin. 6:38 here to go. Eagles with Heritage with a 3-goal lead. Sokolowski. David tied up there in front of the referee. Sokolowski comes in to support. Puck comes around, picked off there. Metzger. He absorbs a hit. Metzger tries to dig it out to Sokolowski. Sokolowski now. He's tied up with a player. Dakota Ridge back to the line. Hops the stick of Johnson. Peskin will go back to pick it up. Icing's waved off there. Peskin plays it back up ahead to Sokolowski. Out to Metzger. Metzger. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. David in on the forecheck. Takes a secondary hit there. Sokolowski battles with a player. Tries to go and play it to the slot. Picked off there by Dakota Ridge, and they'll play it out to center. Picked off there by Knutson. Knutson across to Miskell. Stolen there by Dakota Ridge. They'll play it into the zone. Lacey leaves there for Sokolowski. Sokolowski up ahead to Knutson. In the skates of Knutson. And Dakota Ridge breaks it out there. Picked off there, Miskell. Picked off by Dakota Ridge. Little game of ping pong going on here. Blue line to blue line. Miskell plays it out to center. Icing's waved off. Knutson in on the forecheck. Knutson steals it. Centers out front to Taylor. Taylor's knocked down. Simon tries to get a stick on it. Back to the point. Miskell. Shot towards the net. That's wide. Stolen there by Simon. Simon tries to go across. Shot. Oh, Taylor had a lot of net to shoot at. Had the goaltender down there. Back to the point. Miskell. Simon in the slot. Simon shot up high and over the net. Lacey pinches. Holds the puck for a moment. And Dakota Ridge looks to break it out. And it's picked off there by Lucas Simon. And Dakota Ridge will hit the blue line. They'll dump it in. Miskell forces his man to the ice. Lacey pitches up ahead. Puck pops loose. Taylor picks it up there. He's at the end of a shift though. Long shift here though for a couple of Heritage players. Lacey forces his man into the bench. Picked off there, Lucas Simon. And I think they're going to get Lucas Simon here for a hook. So Lucas Simon to the box, 2 minutes hooking. David Gates out there with Skidlarczyk Wilson. Skidlarczyk plays it back to the point. Held there. Dakota Ridge keeps it in the zone. Shot on net. Saved by Larson. Rebound comes out. Held there by Dakota Ridge. In the skates of David. He can't clear. And Dakota Ridge plays it out to center. Gates now with an opportunity. Gates shovels it towards the net. And the goaltender will cover. 3:25 here to go, second period. Just bobble. Minute 33 in the Heritage power play. Phillips take the draw, back to the point, shorthanded. Puck's played down low. Labuglio, he'll be the forechecker. And Dakota Ridge will try and break it out, set up their power play here. Picked off there by Phillips. And that'll be whistled down on the offsides. 3:08 here to go, second period, a minute 15 in the Dakota Ridge power play. Face-off will come outside the Dakota Ridge zone. Phillips to take the draw. One there by Dakota Ridge. They have to hold up, try and get the blue line. Now they pitch it across, near side. They get the blue line. Shot. That's shouldered up into the netting by Larson. Face off in the Heritage zone. Sorensen to take the draw. Skidlarczyk Wilson, Sorensen, I believe it's Metzger out there now. Sorensen to take the draw. Sorry, it's Sokolowski. Picked up there, Skidlarczyk. He'll pitch it all the way down. Goaltender will play it behind his net. Sorensen in hard on the forecheck. Almost had a steal there and a layup goal. Played up ahead. Into the zone. Wilson absorbs a hit there. 30 to go in the power play. Puck comes back to the point. Dakota Ridge. Sokolowski forces his man off the puck. Dug out there by Skidlarczyk. Skidlarczyk trying to get it on his forehand so he can clear. And now he does. Skidlarczyk clears it down on net. Sorensen in on the goaltender. Stolen there by Sorensen. Sorensen fights through a hook. Sorensen tries to backhand it. Shot by Sokolowski just wide. Sokolowski battles in the corner. We're back to even strength hockey here. Minute 46 here to go in the second. And Dakota Ridge gets the line. Walk it in. Shot wide of the net. Metzger's tripped up there. We'll play on. Dakota Ridge throws it in. Kicked aside by Larson. Wilson tries to play it up ahead now. Metzger leaves for Sokolowski. Sokolowski tries to go to Sorensen. Sorensen been all over the ice tonight just as it finished. Sorensen shot knocked down. Wilson shot. Ooh, that went off a body and wide. And puck comes out to center. Picked up there by Peskin. Peskin, he plays it back in deep. David in on the forecheck. David picks it off out front. Metzger kind of kicks it over to Labuglio. Held there at the line by Peskin. Peskin's had a great game tonight. Stepping up, holding the line, and stepping out of checks. Johnson shot on net and a save by the goaltender. .4 here to go, second period. Phillips, Labuglio, David out there now. Peskin and Johnson. Phillips to take the draw. Puck comes out to center. Picked up there by Johnson. Played across. Peskin tries to play it out of the zone. Eagles Heritage gets caught high. Shot wide of the net. Picked up there by Phillips. Phillips up ahead to David. David chips it out to center. Picked off there by Dakota Ridge. Dakota Ridge, one last rush. They walk it in. Shot. Saved by Larson. Johnson plays up ahead to Labuglio. Labuglio, 4 to go. Labuglio tries to play it ahead to Phillips. And that's going to do it for 2 periods of play. The end of 2, it is 4-1 Heritage. All right, things underway here. David to take the draw. One there by Dakota Ridge. Ice is still a little sticky. Oh, man. This ice is not set. Dakota Ridge towards the net. Steered aside by Larson. Puck's played out to center. Stolen there by David. David gets the blue line. David drops to Metzger. Metzger shot on net. Saved by the goaltender. And puck's played all the way down. I don't think it's going to go for an icing because the ice is so darn sticky. David plays short side. And puck comes out to center. Heritage changing. Wilson leaves there for Skidlarzik. Skidlarzik goes back to Wilson. Wilson up ahead to Phillips. Phillips, Labuglio. Sorensen. Sorensen. And stolen there by Dakota Ridge. Labuglio tries to dig it out. And Dakota Ridge gets the blue line. Peskin steps up on a player. Puck's played ahead. Puck sticks on the ice. Sorensen over skates. Puck's loose in front. Broken up there by Skidlarzik. Skidlarzik up ahead to Labuglio. Labuglio plays it to Phillips. Phillips goes across to Sorensen. Sorensen. Sorensen behind the net. Sorensen spins with it. Loses an edge. Puck comes back to Peskin. Bouncing puck towards the net. Knocked down by Dakota Ridge. And they hit the line 2-on-2. Shot wide of the net. Phillips tries to clear. Fans on it. And now Sorensen does. Goaltender will come out to play it. Icing's waved off. Picked off there by Lucas Simon entering the zone. Back to Miskell. Miskell up ahead. Phillips. Phillips gets dumped there. And puck's played back into the Heritage zone. Miskell. Off a player. Picked up there by Lucas Simon. Out at the center. Picked off there by Dakota Ridge. And they'll play it back into the zone. Miskell's got it now. Miskell gets his head up ice. Spins it up ahead. Knutson. Knutson shot wide of the net. Lacey comes in to support. And puck's played out to center. Miskell plays it up ahead to Knutson. Knutson tries to go to Lacey over his stick. And Dakota Ridge will spin it back the other way. Puck's loose at center. Lacey to Miskell. Plays it into Knutson. And played back into the Dakota Ridge zone. Dakota Ridge looks to break it out. Picked up there. Lacey up ahead to Gates. Gates tips it up ahead to Knutson. Knutson walks it in. Knutson shot. Save. Got his own rebound. Split that wide. And picked off there. Labuglio cross to Knutson. He misses on the finish there. And Gates is going to go, and now another player is going to go. Huh. I mean, you... All right, well, Gates is getting the gate. So he's got the 5. I don't know how Dakota Ridge didn't get the extra for the retaliation. There's no extra for the retaliation for the guy coming in. Wow. I would have been okay with a 5 and a 2 there on Dakota Ridge. I'm not sure I'm okay with the 5. What about the 2? David to take the draw, so 5-minute major here on Gates. I'm guessing they're calling boarding. Puck's played out to center. Picked off there by Wilson, up ahead. Back into the zone. Skudlarczyk plays it ahead. David on his horse there. David tied up with a player. David hooked down. But we'll play on. We'll stay 5-on-4. Metzger almost with a steal. Now it's a 4-on-2 for Dakota Ridge. Broken up there by Skudlarczyk. Skudlarczyk plays it to the corner. Dakota Ridge leaves there on the half wall. Shot. And that goes up into the netting. Hey. Four minutes to go here in the Heritage penalty kill. Sokolowski to take the draw. Sokolowski ties his man up. Dakota Ridge digs it out. They play it back to the line. They'll work it D to D. Shot wide of the net. Pitchforked up over the net. Wilson steals it there. Tries to play it up ahead to Phillips. Phillips out to Sokolowski. Sokolowski's able to chip it out of the zone. So Sokolowski and Phillips out there with Skudlarczyk and Wilson. Again, 5-minute major here. Wilson spins it back the other way, rolls it in on net. Dakota Ridge, there is no limit to the number of goals they can score on this, since being a 5-minute major. Broken up there by Sokolowski, and puck's chipped out of play. And almost hit a couple girls in the stands, but they didn't notice because they were on TikTok. Sorensen Labuglio out there now. Sorensen wins the draw, but Dakota Ridge gets the line. They'll set up in the zone. Miskell ties up with a player. Miskell plays it up to the line, not out. And now it's played out. Labuglio comes down the wing with it. Labuglio throws it towards the net. Sorensen will pick it up there. Sorensen dug out there by Dakota Ridge. Dakota Ridge gets the blue line. Lacey steps up, shot towards the net, wide. Lacey and Miskell out there now. Labuglio, shot towards the net. And Dakota Ridge picks it up, centers out front. Shot. Puck's loose at the side of the net. And now we're going to get a Dakota Ridge penalty. Drew made sure to keep Isaiah in check there. No retaliation. So we're going to go 4-on-4 hockey here for 2 minutes. So 2:12 left in the major to Gates. Sokolowski back to the point. Miskell walks it in. Shot. That goes off a body wide. Sokolowski picks it up there. Down low. Centers back out front by Metzger. And that's going to go all the way down. Lacey will go behind the net. He'll leave it there for Miskell. Stolen there by Dakota Ridge. They'll keep the zone. Shot. Blocked down by Sokolowski. Picked off there by Sokolowski. Puck comes out to center and played back into the Dakota Ridge zone. Minute 22 here of 4-on-4 hockey. Player blows the tire behind the net. Metzger in hard on the forecheck. But Dakota Ridge able to break it out. 9.5 here to go in the third. Shot on net and a save by Larson. Face-off won there by your Eagles. Picked up there by Peskin. Peskin walks it to the middle. Peskin sidesteps a check. Two Dakota Ridge players combined. The Heritage bench enjoys that with the cheer. Simon and Knutson out there now. Peskin. Shot on net, and that's going to be held by Larson. .38 seconds here to go, 4-on-4 hockey. Dakota Ridge will have 12 seconds of power play time thereafter. David out there with Taylor. David wins the draw, but it's picked off by Dakota Ridge. Dakota Ridge works it down low. 30 here to go in 4-on-4. Shot towards the net, and on net, and a save by Larson. Another defensive zone draw coming up here for Heritage. David to take this one again. David wins it back to Peskin. To the line, not out. Dakota Ridge holds. They walk it to the slot. Shot off a body, wide. And puck's played out to center. Taylor and David will give chase. Heritage will change their D behind the play. Puck's played out to center, picked up there by Wilson. Wilson, he'll fire it right back in. 8 to go in the major on Gates. And dug out there by Taylor. Taylor plays up ahead. Persichetti. Picked off there by Dakota Ridge. They'll spin back the other way. Skudlarczyk steps up there, sits a man down. And up ahead, Skudlarczyk, and we got a trip coming up here. So 7:45 here to go, third period, 2-minute power play coming up here for Heritage. Labuglio, Phillips, Sorensen, Skudlarczyk, and Wilson. So we'll start with that power play unit. They've generated some chances tonight. Phillips will take the draw, wins it back, splits the 2D. Wilson picks it up there, leaves for Skudlarczyk. Up ahead to Sorensen, off his stick. Dakota Ridge centers it out front. Picked off there by Phillips. Phillips is going to spin the other way with some head of steam. Phillips takes it wide. Phillips around behind. Phillips leaves to Sorensen. Tries to go back to Wilson at the point, but he was at the middle of the ice. Wilson will pick it up there. Wilson drops for Skudlarczyk. Skudlarczyk wiped out along the boards there. And we'll call a hand pass. So 7:06 here to go, third period. Minute 21 in the Heritage power play. Not much going the first 40 seconds. Sorensen to take the draw, picked off there by Labuglio. Labuglio plays it in deep. Goaltender come out to play it. Phillips lets it go to Skidlarczyk at the point. Skidlarczyk across to Wilson. Wilson, shot. David Sokolowski, Metzger. David to take the draw. Back to the point. Sokolowski. Peskin down low. Works it high to Miskell. Miskell. Down to Metzger. Metzger back to Sokolowski. And Dakota Ridge tries to break it out. Picked off there by Peskin. Peskin holds, but he'll bring it in off sides. So we're going to face off outside the zone here. 44 seconds to go. David Sokolowski, Metzger. David to take the draw, wins it back to Miskell. Miskell, fans on it. Picked off there by Dakota Ridge. They'll pitch it deep. Miskell back to pick that up. Miskell tries to go up ahead to Sokolowski. Sokolowski picks it up there. Sokolowski hits the line. 3-on-2. Sokolowski drives through a couple players. Out front to Metzger. Shot, puck's loose in front. David just can't nail it home. And picked off there by Sokolowski to Peskin. Peskin tries to play it in the zone. Picked off there by Dakota Ridge. We're back to even strength hockey here. Sokolowski and 12 for Dakota Ridge. Couple of big boys battling there. Sokolowski plays it into the zone. And out to center come Dakota Ridge. And Skidlarczyk gets a stick on that, puts it up into the netting. Lucas Simon now will take the draw. Wins it, picked up there by Taylor. Taylor pitches it ahead. Knudsen, take it off the puck behind the net, picked up there. Simon back to the point, held there by Wilson. Now Simon's got it. Taylor's got it now. Taylor tries to make a move to the puck, take it off his stick. Lucas Simon plays it in deep. Knudsen in on the forecheck. Back to the point. Skidlarczyk. Skidlarczyk tries to play it in deep, picked off there by Dakota Ridge. Shot and a goal. .447 here to go, third period. Heritage up 4-2. Phillips to take the draw. One there by Dakota Ridge. They get the blue line. Shot, and that's gloved and held by Larson, but we'll get a defensive zone draw here with 4:40 to go, third period. Puck's played up ahead to Lacey. Lacey over skates. Lacey pitches ahead. Labuglio picked off there by Dakota Ridge. They walk in, shot on net, rebound, saved by Larson. Face off, won there by Heritage. Played out to center. Metzger, foot race for the puck. Metzger leaves there for Sorensen. Sorensen with a head of steam, skates around behind the net. Sorensen sets up in the zone. Sorensen walks it out, and that's going to come out of the blue line, so Sorensen will pick it up there. Picked off. And Dakota Ridge tries to spin it back the other way. Lacey plays it up ahead. In the skates of Sorensen. Sorensen tries to sidestep a man. Broken up there. Sorensen's got it in the slot. Drops to Metzger. Shot by Sokolowski. Wide of the net. Picked up there. Miskell towards the net. That puck's loose in front, but a save by the goaltender. 3:30 here to go. Third period. Face off in the Dakota Ridge zone. Lucas Simon to take the draw out there with Knudsen and David. Puck comes around far side. Johnson and Peskin out there on D. Played into the zone. Peskin plays up ahead to Lucas Simon. Picked off there by Dakota Ridge. Knudsen back to Peskin. Peskin up ahead to David. And that'll result in an icing. 3:01 here to go, third period. Simon to take the draw. Puck's loose in the slot. Glove save by Larson. Lucas Simon to take the draw, back to the point. Puck's played down low. Kyle Johnson picks it up there, gets it out to center. Dakota Ridge gets his own. They'll try and set up here. Tries to go cross ice. Now they do. Shot. And that's right in front. Off the pad of Larson, but he'll get a glove on it. 2:35 here to go. Phillips, Zabuglio, Taylor. Wilson, Skidlarczyk out there now. Looks like Phillips to take the draw. Phillips wins the draw. Back to Taylor, up ahead, Labuglio. Labuglio comes down the wing. Labuglio fans on the shot. Puck comes up near side, Skidlarczyk. Off a skate, back out to center, picked up there by Wilson. Wilson back to Skidlarczyk. Skidlarczyk across to Wilson. Wilson up ahead, picked off there by Dakota Ridge. Shot on net. Save, rebound. Larson steers it aside. Dakota Ridge picks it up there. They work it down low. Towards the net. Puck comes back to the point. Picked off there. Labuglio up ahead, breakaway here for Phillips. Phillips, shot to goal! (5-2) lead here for Heritage. Phillips with a little stick handle, got the goaltender to open up and put it 5-hole. Sorensen, Persichetti, and Sokolowski now. Skidlarczyk and Wilson. Minute 30 here to go. Picked up there by Sokolowski. Sokolowski plays up ahead to Sorensen. Just out of his reach. Sorensen played back into the zone. Bersachetti goes to get it. Picked off there. Sokolowski. Puck's loose in front. Sokolowski tied up there. Sokolowski in the slot. Shot. Knocked down in front. Played back out to center. Wilson to Skidlarzik. Skidlarzik fans on that. Recovers though. Plays it back to the point and out. Sorensen. Opportunity in front now. Sorensen. Sokolowski throws it to the front of the net. And a 2-on-1 opportunity here. Skidlarzik now picks it up. And Dakota Ridge in the defenseman's skates. He'll pitch it back out to center. Picked off there, Sokolowski. Sokolowski sidesteps a check. Sokolowski, shot. He's trying to hit Phillips' backdoor there. Sorensen, he got a player with a good check there. He's at the side of the bench. Puck's loose in front, saved by Larson. Puck's still loose. And now, as the horn sounds, stuff will get a little sporty. All right, guys. So that's our one game this weekend. We'll be back next.